All right. Phew. Looks like I made it just in time. Thank God. So, looking for enemies. Oh, I love those siege memes. So, hey everybody. Hope everybody's doing okay. Thank you, Tap, again for streaming. That was great, dude. Had a great time. So, which one is this? This is Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth Prosecutor's Path, meaning the second game starring Miles Edgeworth, the second in the series of this spin-off. This clean voice compared to the yeah, the good old lo-fi mic streams back in the old days. Maybe someday I'll go hipster. I'll go back to like really shitty old mics to get that scratchy tone, that scratchy aesthetic that everybody likes. So, let's get started. So, happy Wednesday, everybody, and welcome to what might be the last or second to last stream of Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Ad for the fucking... Oh, that reminds me, Duncan, I actually did some research about the ads that you've been getting on, that everybody's been getting on Twitch. I'm not sure why I'm not getting them, but yeah, apparently it's not up to me if I want ads to be on my channel or not. I can't choose that. And they even changed it so that ad blockers can't block them anymore. I don't know why it works for me, but like ads are now part of the stream. So if so they can't block them since it's already part of that. But if you go, I'll show you right now. If you go to the stream page, I made it a command, and you do exclamation point and ads, then you get a link that explains where I think like on the AdBlock Plus site or something. Then they explain like what other ways you can have to avoid the, like what are the rules on advertisements on Twitch. So that's, whoops. That's the link. You can just go there and check it out. And hopefully that shall help with any ads that anybody's experiencing. So let's dive right into it. So the huge revelation that we did at the very end of last stream is that, well, we think we know we got all the answers, really. It seems that I think we know everything. We know who the mastermind is of all of this. All of the cases in this game apparently were created or initiated by the same mastermind who was trying to get some sort of revenge. So that's what, and we think we know who also killed the president then, because that would kind of work out with that. So it's probably the mastermind. And of course, we know that the mastermind is someone honestly I would have never thought, and I really enjoyed that twist. It was this guy right here, Simon Keyes, the animal tamer. You might remember him from the second case in the prison, where he was actually the first suspect. The one that's obvious that he's not actually the murderer, and then we need to prove that he's innocent in every case. So they use that trope very well, and he turns out that he's responsible for everything in this game, and he's actually like an evil mastermind. Are the new characters since the GO? Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't realize I had that activated. My bad. So yeah, that was a great twist, actually. And I'm waiting for the second twist, that the monkey on his head that he always has in his head is actually the true mastermind, where I will actually lose my shit. But for now, it seems like this is our guy. So the last thing we did before we stopped was the whole gang, everybody, we just ran off to the very big circus to go catch him and prove that he's the one who's behind all of this. So let's get going.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Are you guys here for the show?
I'm debating whether I should like keep his wimpy voice around, or if I should change it. We'll see. Let me know what you think. Where are you seeing those, Dunk? Send us the whole thread. Keep the voice, yeah, for now definitely. But when the reveal happens, I wonder if I should change it, if it's gonna be funnier when it's the screechy voice or not. For now, let's just keep going.
Are you guys here for the show?
Mr. Keyes, Miss Berry. Oh, you just literally Googled memes? Hardcore, dude. Even I don't do that.
You're a little early. I'm sorry, but we're still getting ready. But I'm so happy you came. You remembered our promise.
Yes, I remember. I remembered. You asked us to come and see the show when you gave me this.
I'm so happy you came. Please enjoy yourselves. I'm sure my performance will surprise you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Your performance has already surprised me, Mr. Keys. Oh, he's just gonna go right in his face and say it. Not gonna try and trick him or anything. Oh, yep, he's realized.
But he hasn't performed yet.
Regina, please have a look at this photo. Is this balloon the property of the Berry Big Circus?
It is. Did you see it flying around somewhere?
It's highly likely that this balloon was used by the culprit in the case we are investigating.
Huh?
Who is in charge of this balloon?
Well, that would be Simon, but... Are you saying?
That's it. Jig is up. I can't believe Edgeworth just like went for it and didn't play around with him. Or pretended not to know for a while just to get like some more info out of him. Even though if he really is responsible for everything that happened in this game, then we can't trick him anyway. Mr. Keys, you flew this balloon in the middle of the night, did you not?
I do occasionally practice alone at night. I'm not much of a pilot, though. I'm a little clumsy.
So for practice, you do something as challenging as flying a balloon at night? Wouldn't that be rather difficult for someone who is clumsy and not much of a pilot?
Then, what do you think I was doing, Mr. Edgeworth?
You brought Kay to the roof of the Grand Tower. Oh, luckily enough for everybody, we might have a small recap now of everything that Simon did. In order to frame her for the murder of Jill Crane. Not a single security camera recorded Kay using the elevator. Therefore, the only way she could have gotten up there was through flight. And the only one who could have flown her up there was you, Mr. Keys.
No way, Mr. Edgeworth. How can you say that?
That's not all. You drugged John at the garbage pickup and kidnapped him. Wasn't that why you were late when you came to watch the trial of Patricia Rowland?
No way. I have no idea what you're saying. There's no way I could do things like that. Please believe me. Mr. Edgeworth, please.
I wanted to believe you. However, you have broken that trust yourself.
That's horrible. Why would you say that?
And before we're actually wrong somehow. But no, I honestly believe that this is him.
Didn't you say once that you would trust me? That you'd believe in me?
Don't you worry about that. We're your allies. That's because we're like birds of a feather. Right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Birds of a feather, huh? I suppose that's true. Game freeze sometimes just for me. It could be me dropping frames. I'm dropping about 10% of my frames right now, which is unfortunate, but sadly it's just a geographical thing. Like I said, it's not much I can do about that. We have sufficient information about your past. I doubt you had a motive to kill Knightley. Rather, you're probably most affected by his death. and I doubt someone as timid as you could work up the courage to murder someone. All right, I'll get you out of here. We'll believe in you.
I'm so sad. Those words were all lies.
It wasn't a lie. We really did trust you.
Kay, even you. You said we were like birds of a feather. And yet, I'm hurt, Kay. You've hurt me deeply.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, maybe Simon isn't a bad guy after all.
Objection! I see. So that's how you operate. I understand now, all too well. No matter who you face, you find an emotional weakness and exploit it. You guide each person towards the outcome you desire, without them even noticing it. Yeah, exactly. I'm a bit worried what's going to happen when I stream, like, you know, bigger games, but for this game it's true that it's all right. Again, sadly, this is probably the best I can do for now, unless I want to pay like double or triple for like 2 mega more. I got like 3 megabit per second right now on my upload, and at least I'm paying for 3 megabit. And I can pay like double and upgrade it to like 5 megabit. I don't know if that's really gonna make that much of a difference. So I don't know, I'm sorry, but this is just what I got right now. That is how you were able to mastermind the entire case. Uh-oh. I may have fallen for your tricks before, but not this time. Simon Keyes, I indict you.
So, it's come to this after all. You were always so full of confidence, Mr. Edgeworth. But I rather like that, because now I can rip that confidence to shreds.
Oh crap, what is he doing? The transformation, final form, this is it. Also a Disney princess. Not the pig, the cat! Oh, wow.
Huh. Good work, everyone.
Change the voice now. Yeah, I think I'm just like gonna try and change the tone. If it doesn't work, let me know.
Good work, everyone.
His personality has completely changed. Not only that, but apparently he really is like a master animal tamer and not an apprentice at all. So, the animal tamer who could not tame animals. This was all a facade. This is the real Simon Keyes.
Simon, that's not true, is it?
Yeah, pretty much, Drops. Making a fucking armrest from a mouse, a pig, and a cat. Yeah, I'd say that's level 20.
Truth or lie, what difference does it make?
Huh?
Mr. Edgeworth just made me a little upset, that's all.
It is adorable, though. I don't have any... It's really adorable the way he does it.
You'll take responsibility for upsetting me, right?
Also, where's Simeon, who said that you can always identify like the bad guy in Phoenix Wright games because of the amount of animations that the bad guy has, which was a good point, but this guy obviously couldn't have foreseen that. And now we see like his extra sprites because he's the bad guy. So that's really good. I don't think that even he could have foreseen this twist.
You'll take responsibility for upsetting me, right?
All right, let's go. Balloon practice.
It's true. I practiced with a balloon 2 nights ago. That photo must have been taken when the balloon and I passed near the building. I often fly around that area for advertising purposes.
There's nothing unusual about that, right?
You often fly around the Grand Tower in the balloon?
Yeah, even the circus needs to advertise.
Less nasal? I'll try. Okay. Regina, is that true?
Yep. It was Simon's job to advertise using the balloon. Most people who live around here should have seen it.
That balloon was used in the crime we are investigating.
Like I said, it's just a coincidence. I simply happened to pass by the Grand Tower when that photo was taken.
I shall determine whether or not it was a coincidence after I hear your full story. Alright. Let's get to pressing. Purchased a balloon 2 nights ago. Right now I can tell you that what might be a good point is that if it was done for advertising, then oh, I don't think we have that photo here. It's not actually in our evidence. I think that, but we know that it was facing like towards the building because Lotta Hart saw the face, saw like the eye of the lion balloon through the window. So if he was flying it for advertising purposes, why was it facing the building? And I'm not sure if that's it yet, but it's like one thing that I've noticed so far. Hold it! Was the balloon launched from this tent?
There's a nice big park near the Sunshine Coliseum. I always launch the balloon there.
I see. In that case, how do you transport the balloon to the park?
Well, it's too heavy to carry by hand. It weighs several hundred pounds. And yet, it can fly in the sky. Amazing, isn't it?
I asked you how you transported it. Now answer the question.
Aw, I can't even make some small talk. You're mean, Mr. Edgeworth. I used a truck. The balloon is loaded onto the back of the truck.
A truck?
Yeah. The last time I took the truck and the balloon out was 2 days ago.
I cannot overlook that piece of testimony. Wait, the truck? That might be a good... I took the truck and balloon out was 2 days ago. Could it be this very truck, the blue truck, parked in front of the Grand Tower today? Yeah! Yeah, hold on. When you look at it, doesn't this seem like it could be the folded up balloon and right on the bottom of it, like pushing the fabric a bit up, that could be the basket they're standing in? I think this might be it. Hold it! Allow me to confirm, you haven't driven the truck since then?
Do you really need to confirm that? I mean, I just said it 5 seconds ago.
Answer the question, or would it be inconvenient for you to do so?
Haha, that's a pretty weak provocation coming from you, Mr. Edgeworth. What could be inconvenient about something I'd already said? Fine, I get it. That truck has been parked behind the dressing room since 2 days ago. And the balloon and basket are still inside. Is there a problem?
There's no problem. I simply wanted to express my thanks for that piece of testimony. So the truck was parked here for the past 2 days. Huh. That was exactly what I wanted to hear, Mr. Keys.
May I continue? So then, regarding the balloon.
Okay, well, I think the Edgy made it pretty clear that this is what we need to present. Because if the truck wasn't out there, it was outside, and we know that it was outside because he kidnapped John. So that's gonna fall, unless he's really, really smart. I think that's gonna, like, he's gonna fall right into our trap here. There it is. Take objection! Sorry. The truck you put the balloon into, was it blue by any chance?
Blue? So what if it is?
Today, we saw a blue truck carrying a large basket. If the truck just so happened to be yours, then your claim that you last used it 2 days ago becomes a lie. Oh, he's mad. He's getting pissed. Yes! Oh shit, Emma's voice. Sorry, I don't really remember Emma's voice. I'm just gonna try and wing it. But if anybody has an idea, hit me up. I'll do my best. Agent Lang! Emma!
Mr. Edgeworth, I finally found you. I've been searching for you ever since the incident yesterday. I dashed right over after Kay contacted me just a little while ago.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, the thing you were looking for. I found it. It was placed in a blue truck at the dressing room parking lot.
Small hot air balloon used for advertising. Simon Keys is in charge of it, placed in the truck. A blue truck, as I suspected. That truck is, without a doubt, the one I saw today.
Objection? There are a number of blue trucks out there, you know? Who's to say you're not mistaking it for a different one?
It's definitely that one. I got a good look at it.
Objection!
Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, was that...
It wasn't me. K. Words I think he's imitating him. K. Words have no strength without evidence to back them up.
That's Mr. Edgeworth's voice.
Evidence! Present evidence! To the point where your voice acting is really... That's high praise, Dolan. Thank you very much. Well, I think I've had a lot of practice the last couple of months. Do I have any evidence to prove? Oh, or maybe you're just... There are a bit of sound bites, though, in the game, Dolan, like the objection and take that and all that, so maybe you're confusing with those. It could be that those are actually voices that are not mine that you're confusing. To prove that this was the truck I saw today.
Huh? What's wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Why are you touching the truck?
The truck's body is cold to the touch. It seems to have been parked here for some time. When Simon is imitating him, do Simon's voice and oh, a challenge! Nice, okay. I'll try that, Mario.
You can figure all that out just by touching it?
I could prove that this is the truck I saw. Looking for bloodstains, dusting for fingerprints, using a metal detector? That's actually a good question. Would there be any metal inside the basket, maybe, or something? There shouldn't be any blood there, because I don't think he murdered... No, there were only 2 people that we know that were carried in that basket, and that's... Actually 3, another one was in the truck, and that's John, and Kay, and the president's body double, who was murdered, were both in the basket, and none of them were bleeding. So I'm thinking fingerprints. Edgy touched it. Oh, nice! Because his fingerprints. That is smart. Drops. Good job, man. I'd like to dust the truck for fingerprints.
Fingerprints? What for? I don't see any point in that.
A certain person's fingerprints should be left on this truck. Oh, it's a trick Columbo used? Oh, I love Columbo. I should rewatch Columbo. I used to love that show. Well, you know, old reruns of it, but still. And these fingerprints will prove that this truck was parked in front of the Grand Tower today. Whose fingerprints prove this truck was in front of the tower? And thank you, Drops, for this. Or thank you, Columbo.
Edgeworth? Your fingerprints?
Indeed. Earlier today, I touched a truck at the plaza in front of the Grand Tower. I'd like to dust for my prince. Emma, might I request a scientific investigation?
That's what I'm here for. Just leave it to me. All right, we're all set. Go ahead, Mr. Edgeworth.
Wait, you want me to do it?
Of course. Who else but Mr. Edgeworth would be up to the task? Here, I'll show you how it's done.
Alright then. You're the scientist, why don't you just do it yourself?
First, we sprinkle some aluminum powder over the area you want to investigate. Like this.
Touch the screen to sprinkle the aluminum powder.
The powder will adhere to the fingerprints, so once you've sprinkled enough, you blow it away.
Oh. Is this... I remember in one of the Phoenix Wright games we had to do this with like the microphone. I might have to imitate that. Let's see. Blow it away.
Yeah, just blow on it with your breath. Whoosh!
Blow the powder away by blowing into the microphone.
Got it?
Yes, I think so. I guess we'll do it for real this time.
Just so you know, the key point is to sprinkle the powder all over.
Okay. Okay, yeah, let's just... all the cocaine. All the cocaine. I kind of feel like, you know, just making the screen completely wide, not missing a single pixel. Gimmick Hoy. Yeah, well, but, you know, Nintendo are all about the gimmicks. The DS is a gimmick, the Wii and Wii U are gimmicks. The whatchamacallit. The Switch is a gimmick. It's all gimmicks in the end. So yeah, I'm running out of things to say, so I'm just gonna blow on it now, I think. Oh, and blow, okay. So let me see how I can do that. I remember there's a key for imitating the, like, blowing into the mic. I just don't remember what I have it bound to, so give me a second, I'm sorry, but had I known, I would have done this ahead of stream. Let's see. Oh, microphone, there we go. I think, let's do it on M for now. Oh, it worked! Woo, we did it! I can't believe it worked so well. For the effect. There, now the experience is complete.
We got one! That's a nice clean fingerprint.
Let's run the prints against mine post haste.
All right, just leave it to me.
Ooh, kinky, Duncan.
These are definitely your fingerprints, Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, it seems to me that you have just proven your statement to be a lie.
What were you doing when you were driving this truck around?
Just taking it for a joyride? Objection! Kate was abducted 2 nights ago. Your balloon was sighted not far from the scene. Today, there was another kidnapping in which a garbage truck was used. And once again, your truck was seen nearby.
Objection!
Objection. This sounds like nothing more than a pure coincidence to me.
So it was pure coincidence that you parked near 2 separate kidnappings? I doubt that. You were involved in both kidnappings, weren't you?
Isn't it a bit rash to automatically assume that the 2 kidnappings were connected?
Objection! And what if I had evidence to prove that the 2 crimes were performed by the same culprit?
Oh, you're serious? I can't wait to hear about this.
What did Kay and John's kidnappings have in common? I know this precisely. Man, I am nailing this stream. They were both drugged, used on Kay and John when they were both abducted. The brand name is Sleepy Z. Take that! Take that! Kay was knocked out with a powerful sleeping drug. And a bottle of sleeping drugs was found lying in the place where John was confined. The contents of the bottle were a match with the drugs used on Kay.
Objection. So that's all you've got, huh? Here I was, getting my hopes up. So the same sleeping drugs were used. So what? You think that connects the two incidents? Surely you must realize this yourself. That doesn't prove a thing.
There must be something. Evidence that proves he is connected to those cases.
The police, prosecutors, and even you, Mr. Edgeworth. In the end, you're all the same. You make up evidence as you see fit, just so you can send some poor soul to prison. As if there's someone like that here. A poor soul who was wrongly accused in the past.
Well, you, Kay, Justine, like half the Edgeworth, half the people around here, really. Objection! You're wrong. Who would do such a thing? Oh, that did that. Possibly Francisca. I don't know. Is she around?
Objection! Then show me the evidence. If you're going to accuse me of a crime, it's only natural.
It's no use. I can't seem to find any other threads linking him to the kidnappings.
Now then, have you finally run out of ammo, Mr. Edgeworth? I still have preparations to make at the circus, so if you'll excuse me...
Objection!
Objection. Oh no, you two. No need to get so heated. And Simon, you're looking good in that clown makeup.
Hey, what's your deal? Don't just butt in like that.
Uncle Ray is not so good in such a stiff environment. I mean, why so serious, right?
That's definitely a translation joke, 100%. Danganronpa, yeah, that might have been a reference, actually.
Hey, Kay, how about a little trick?
At last, my moan has arrived! The great Kay Faraday presents the Simon impression! Objection!
Why you? Enough already!
I tried to do like a mix between their voices that time, but I don't know if I was supposed to add in, if she was imitating Simon imitating Edgeworth. And I should have thrown in some English accent in there as well.
Hey Miles, I'm buying you some time to get all your ducks in a row. There's probably a better way to stop a time than this, but what else? Whoa! Nice one, Kay!
I'm not so sure about this method either. But I have to find something that connects Simon to the case, and I need to find it now. Is there evidence not related to the kidnapping that's connected to the mastermind's identity? Oh, I thought he came back. That's it! The mastermind is the same person as the young acolyte Dogen was looking for. If I can just connect the young acolyte to Simon... Which piece of evidence could be connected with the mastermind's true identity? Okay, let's think about this. I think it's going to be one of the later pieces of evidence. So we know there was the correspondence chess memo, Dogen's letters with the word processor, and sent them to Knightley. King, rook, pawns. Next one was bishop to g2. Next thing was rook. No, pawn to g6. I didn't see anything. B? No. Next move is bishop to g2. No, so that's why it's crossed. I don't think... Let's keep looking. A child's drawing. Well, this is his drawing, I think. Mysterious bloodstain. No, that belongs to the body double. No, to the real president. Victim's shoes. Fire. Bloodstain button. Cameron's photo. Cameron's testimony. Cameron's autopsy report. SS5 incident. So evidence to be connected with a mastermind's true identity. Was kidnapped on February 10, 12 years ago. The kidnappers demanded a ransom of $100 million. Dai Longdan confirmed that on the evening of the incident, the president was at the Zhengfa embassy until midnight. No, they're not. Oh, hold on. Investigation notes. The kidnapping was a charade prepared by the culprits to hide the actual crime, the presidential assassination. The culprits moved Mr. Cameron's body and took a fake photo with the sole purpose of making the kidnapping charade look real. The three culprits are the president's body double, Blaze the Best, and Patricia Rowland. No, again, not a word about the acolyte. Sleeping drugs, bouquet. Nicole's tape record? No, I don't think so. Bug. Knightley's mementos. Could this be it? Like, if we could prove that Knightley was the other kid, was Pierre Hoquet's son, does that mean that we can then prove that he was the other child? From the case 18 years ago? I'm gonna mark this down as a maybe. Okay. No, and here she says that she thinks Knightley works for Dogen, but we don't think that was the case. IS-7. I think the only thing it says... Whereabouts of Dover's son or Gustavia's son, who until the day before the incident regularly visited Mr. Masters' mansion. So it doesn't connect him to that, really. Mechanics gloves, John's practice video, blue truck, Lotta's testimony. President never passed through the 51st. No. Judge Cornelius the President. Monster's footprints, Light by Blaze. Commemorative photo, he wasn't around here. The Mozilla doll. No, I don't think there was anything recorded on it that is relevant here. Mozilla's head. Combination lock. Monster movie flyer. Crime scene notes. When it was crushed, the yellow stain on his suit is pulling from lion lilies. No. The Grand Tower. Letter from unknown. Any chance? No, it can't be this because the letter is fake. Morris's badge, and we're back at the beginning. Small and everyone used the advertising. Simon Keys is in charge of it. Place in the truck. Okay, so the only thing that directly connects with Simon are these three: the correspondence chess memo, the child's drawing, and what was the last thing? And oh right, and the mementos. I think it's one of these three. Let me look at the drawing again to see if there's. Well, maybe if we can get like an emotional reaction out of him when he sees this painting, that would prove that he's the one who painted it, and that would mean that he is the acolyte. I know, Jordan, I know. I miss you too, buddy, I really do. But this, I know you don't want to stay around. This might be the final stream of the game. This or like this one or tomorrow. So there are definitely lots of spoilers around, so I get if you don't want to stick around, but I'll be done with this in like a day or two, and then I'll move on to other games. So hopefully you can rejoin by then. And I'd really love to see you around, buddy. I've been missing you, honestly. What's with the bunny? The bunny is just like it was a part of You know, like these kind of little sort of rides that they have in children's playgrounds, where it's like a giant spring basically and can just go back and forth. Yeah, I know, man. But hopefully I'll see you soon. I'm telling you, in a couple of days I'm going to start streaming other games. Like more mainstream games. I'm going to try that for a while. And hopefully maybe you've played them or you don't mind some spoilers, and then we'll finally be able to see each other, Jode. Our love can exist. So the bunny was one of those drops. There was a bunny and a turtle there. So that's what it is. You can see the bit of spring in there. Anyhow, so we got this. We got this, which doesn't connect to him directly. Well, we can't prove that it connects to him directly. So yeah, the only direct thing we have right now is the child's drawing. And Joey, one last final warning. If you're still listening, like, spoilers abound. We're right at the final chapter of the game, I think, or one before that. So I want you to stay, buddy, but I just don't want to spoil anything for you. So, final warning. And let's give this a try. Take that! I found it! This is the evidence that connects you to the case.
Really now? That's interesting. Well then, show me how it's connected.
Leave it to me. If you hold it like this and turn it this way.
Too bad! Epic fail, Mr. Edgeworth.
That was difficult. Oh, but whose side are you on, anyways? Something. I have to find something. It simply must exist. Yeah, failed epically. Evidence that shows the mastermind is connected to those involved in this case. Those involved. So again, I still think it's one of the other two. Those involved would mean Dogen and Knightley. So it could either be this. Again, this is more concrete. This is more directly connected to him than, say, the report on another report than Knightley's mementos, since that only concerns him. So I'm gonna try this, and hopefully, like it's 2009. But that's the irony, guys. Don't you get it? It's an epic fail to say epic fail. Duh. Take that! Knightley and Dogen both communicated through a certain individual.
Oh, then that somebody must be.
The mastermind behind the case. That's it. The mastermind played a role in the correspondence chess. If I can prove that it was Simon, then...
That's enough. I can't stomach any more of your sorry excuse for a performance. If you have no more objections, then I ask that you let me get back to preparing for the show.
Objection! Thank you for the help, Mr. Shields, though you may have taken it a little too far.
You sure look happy. I take it you found something.
What? Why is she...
Look at me. I'm Simon. Simon the clown. The funny clown.
Kay, you can stop now. Why was she doing them as a German? Oh, congrats, prostate. Now then, Mr. Keys, do you happen to like chess?
I was rather out of the blue. But since you asked, I can't say that I dislike chess.
The mastermind played correspondence chess with Siran Dogen.
Objection! If I recall, it was Knightley who had been playing chess with Dogen, wasn't it? Are you saying that he wasn't the mastermind?
Objection! There was no way Knightley could have been the mastermind. The reason being, the mastermind has continued to work behind the scenes even after Knightley's death. That being the case, who could have written this letter? Oh, tell that to Maury drops. I'm sure he'll be very excited. I believe someone acted as the middleman between Dogan and Knightley.
So, you're saying that you think I'm the middleman? And just why would I have to go through all that trouble and do something like that?
Most likely to make it appear as if there was a connection between Knightley and Dogan. And, as a result, Knightley was killed by Patricia Rowland.
No way! Are you saying it was all set up so that he would be killed by her?
Objection! What are you saying? There's no way I could manipulate a person that far. Look at me. It takes all I have just to get the animals to perform tricks.
If only just a scrap of the letters he exchanged with Knightley still remained. There'd be decisive evidence. I'd like to investigate your room. There could be decisive...
Objection! If it's the letters you're looking for, you won't find any in there.
What?
I'm the type of guy who throws his letters away as soon as he's done reading them. Where's the point in living in the past?
Does that mean he's already gotten rid of the evidence?
Mr. Edgeworth, everything I've said so far has been nothing more than baseless conjecture.
I'm just one step behind it. What should I do? Am I all out of moves?
Without evidence, I won't allow you to cast doubt on my friendship with Knightley.
Who's holding it? Who was that?
Excuse me.
Miss Berry? What's on her mind?
I've been listening in on what you've all been saying, and, when you say Mr. Knightley, you mean Simon's friend, Mr. Knightley, right?
Yes, that's correct. Does she know something?
This morning, a letter arrived from Mr. Knightley. It was for Simon.
Oh, yes. What?
What did you say?
But that's impossible. Knightley's already dead. Yes, but the post office takes forever, as we all know. For once, it was actually useful. Miss Berry, please, let me see that letter.
Okay, here you go.
Quick! Open it!
Next move the pawn to g6. Now I can see the path to checkmate. I can't wait to see the look on your face. You weren't expecting to lose at chess against me, right? There we go. Perfect. We know it's for Knightley. We know it's for him. We know it's the very same chess game. Conclusive evidence. This is a correspondence chess letter.
This is the response to Dogan's last move.
Now.
Now, can you see the path to checkmate? I can't wait to see the look on your face.
Oh, it's not him imitating. It's actually Knightley. I'm getting so confused here.
I can't wait to see the look on your face. You weren't expecting to lose a chess against me, right?
The postmark says March 26th, the day before Knightley's death. It seems the letter arrived late.
Since the circus moves around so much, a lot of the mail people send us arrives later.
Now, Why was this letter addressed to you? What is he doing with it? Why is he holding those bunnies like that? I don't think they like that. This is proof that you were the middleman between Dogen and Knightley. Normally, you would transcribe this letter into Braille before sending it to Dogen. And in doing so, you created a connection between him and Knightley.
Damn it! Curse you, Knightley! Why must you continue to interfere?
Simon! Why? Wasn't Knightley your only friend?
Don't be ridiculous. I stopped thinking of him as a friend 18 years ago.
18 years ago? Would that have been the day of the IS-7 incident?
Thanks to Knightley, I nearly died that day in the snowstorm.
I remember one of them was tied up. I don't remember if it was him or Knightley, though. But one of them was tied up. Could it be that one tied up the other or something?
Well, I was on my way to the contest venue, where my father was waiting.
Oh.
Knightley suddenly appeared. He held me down, tied up my hands and feet, with tears streaming down his face. He kept apologizing.
My dad's too scary. I can't disobey him. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. Stop it, Horace. I promised my dad. I said I'd taste his desserts. If I'm not there, Dad will be in trouble.
Okay, so this actually explains it. So, okay. So he tied up and almost killed his friend because his dad wanted to win the competition. But then his dad ended up getting killed. Oh wait, does this mean that, yeah, that means that Simon is the murderer's son that he never cared about. So I guess that's what happens when you, I don't know, abandon your kids. They grow up to be evil masterminds.
I said I'd taste his desserts. If I'm not there, Dad will be in trouble. I'm gonna let everyone know my dad's desserts are the best in the world.
After that, he locked us inside a car. I was so cold, I could see my own breath. Before we knew it, the doors had frozen shut, and not even he could get them open. And then, I lost my father.
Your father?
Horace Knightley was the son of the murderer who killed my father.
Oh, it was the other way around. Oh, so his father was pure okay. So why did Knightley have the emblem, the PROK emblem? Okay, so no. So that's what, so this is, so, okay, so you turn into an evil mastermind if your dad gets murdered. Okay. What could this mean? His confession runs contrary to the information we have.
Well, the name of the victim in the IS-7 was Isaac Dover.
Isaac Dover is my father's name. 18 years ago, my memories were muddled from the shock of my near-death experience. So it wasn't until later that I learned the truth. On that day, my father was murdered.
The culprit of the IS-7 incident was a confectioner by the name of Dave Gustavia.
So that was the name of Knightley's father. That lowlife scum of the earth killed my father. Just the thought of him makes me sick.
So you knew who the culprit was all along?
Of course not. Had I known, I would have tipped off the police a long time ago. All I knew was that Knightley's father was trying to set up my own father.
Nervously looks at American Black. No, not if he gets put in jail, Drops. If he gets killed. Or maybe it's only if he's a confectioner. Maybe it's only if it's in a baking-related accident or murder. Maybe only then. We're still figuring out the rules here of how to become a mastermind.
That's why I immediately knew that the one who died that day was my dad. Knightley had a hand in my father's murder. That traitor. He was the son of a killer! It's only natural that he'd ended up dead!
Objection! It would appear that you are a victim of a very serious misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding? Just what are you talking about?
Isaac Dover. At the time, he was actively working as a sculptor in France. Oh, hey Apollo. It's great to see you, dude. It's always fun to see you. Happy New Year, dude. I didn't see you since last year. Sorry, didn't make that joke yet. So yeah, but it's great to see you. Under the name Pierre Hoquet.
Is that right? Well, I'm sorry to say, I don't remember that at all.
It's only natural you don't remember. After all, he's not your real father. Wait, what's going on here?
Huh? What? Is that supposed to be a joke? I'm not amused.
You won't be able to laugh at all once I reveal the truth to you. Yeah, same for you, dude. Hope it's gonna be the best one yet. This piece of evidence proves that you are not Isaac Dover's son. I was thinking this, really. Since I think it was Dogen that said that eventually that the police did do their job properly. And eventually, he got the memento. So it wasn't like because of one of the kids said, yeah, I'm his son. It's like the... And again, we keep proving the police wrong in every single case here, but maybe they got this one right. I guessed. Oh, welcome aboard, Chairs. Great to see you, dude. So yeah, I'm gonna go with this. Take that!
What's that? Isn't that Knightley's chessboard in his ring?
Oh, see, Drops, the rules keep changing here. They go back and forth. We're still not sure. I want you to take a good look at this ring's design.
There are 2 letters inscribed in it.
That is the seal Pierre Hoquet used as a signature. "18 years ago, it was found lying near the body of Isaac Dover."
What? Why would Knightley have my father's memento with him?
The police had found Isaac Dover's son and gave it to him. Isaac Dover's real son is Horace Knightley.
What? But that means I'm...
In other words, you are Dane Gustavia's son.
That's a lie. After all, I'm... My father is... My memories are...
They're coming back.
I lost my father because Knightley locked me up in the car.
So they were both double-crossing each other.
That's why I thought it would be fitting if he were killed as well.
Really? I'll be able to see a circus show, even in prison? I enjoyed playing chess with you, but looking forward to your performance as well.
Thank you, Drops.
Yes. Please look forward to it.
Alright, you better drop by again. I'll be thinking about my next move.
Oh yeah, I've left something special inside that chessboard for you. You should check it out later.
Something special? I'm not quite sure what you mean, but thanks. I owe you one, Simon.
If only you hadn't stopped me 18 years ago. I wouldn't have had to come to this.
Huh? Did you say something?
Nope, not a word.
Goodbye, Horace.
After all that, you're just saying it was my father who killed Knightleys? Then that means, was it all for nothing? I didn't want to become some weakling who could be killed by anyone. That's why I thought I'd follow in Mr. Dogan's footsteps.
This finally proves it. Did he just confess? Simon Keyes, you are Dogan's correspondence chess partner. And the mastermind behind this case.
That's right. It was me. I'm the mastermind behind it all.
He's finally showing his true colors.
As you all know, I witnessed the incident 12 years ago.
President Wong's assassination. So the child who drew that picture was Simon Keyes. See, but I figured that out. The laugh of the merchant, yes. I knew it was him, so that other thing, if we would have shown him the... I think that my plan was good. If we would have shown him this drawing, he might have like had an emotional reaction and confessed or something, I don't know. But oh well.
When I was found out, I was subjected to horrible interrogations over and over by that heartless Patricia.
I'd spend the nights trembling in my bed, terrified of what the next day would bring. I'm sure you can understand why I'd want to sneak out of there, right?
However, Blaze would have likely sent pursuers after you.
Exactly. I was on the run from them every waking moment, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
I couldn't even sleep at night. I'd jump at the slightest noise.
And that's why I became a circus performer. Placed at best was the chief prosecutor, and Patricia Rowland was the warden of the prison. No ordinary person would be a match for those two, and there were no adults I could rely on. Furthermore, behind the scenes was the body double who had set those two in motion. Though it was a fake, I was up against the nation's president. Talk about out of despair, right?
That might have been another Danganronpa reference.
My only ally was Mr. Dogan. He saved my life, after all. He actually helped me out, unlike Knightley.
If this story is true, it's ironic. Dogan, the fiendish assassin, was idolized by the child he saved.
If I followed in his footsteps, I'd no longer have to worry about being eaten alive. That's right. Now it's my turn. My turn to devour those who would feed upon me.
I suppose you never thought to seek help from the police?
No way! As long as Blaze was around, any evidence would be destroyed by him.
Actually, didn't something like that almost happen today during Patricia's trial? I knew from the very beginning that things would turn out like this.
The evidence from Patricia Rowland's trial. So he's saying that he expected the evidence would be destroyed. I see. So that's why you kidnapped John. To force a guilty verdict, even in the absence of evidence.
Objection! Who's to say? But, in order to expose the crimes of 12 years ago, there was no other choice.
That, according to you. However, Blaze also attempted to kidnap John in order to manipulate the trial in his favor. Your methods are no different than those of the people you so despise.
Objection! That's only if I were actually the kidnapper.
Oh, he's not fully confessed.
But I would never do anything so evil. No way. I just simply couldn't. Besides, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm actually quite thankful to the real criminals for giving me the opportunity to extract such sweet revenge.
Objection! So you admit it. Your motive was revenge.
Yeah, I admit it. So what? Sure, I held a grudge against those creeps.
He only confessed to the chess. Well, he confessed to... Okay, yeah, fair enough.
But it's not like I'm the one who actually killed them, you know? Truth be told, all I did was send some letters. I let Jill in on Blaze's secrets, and I let Blaze in on Jill's secrets. And then the two simply ended up trying to kill each other. Do you mean to say the murder was nothing more than a result of that? Yep, just like the case at Gourd Lake. It's way easier than trying to control wild animals. All I did was come up with a fake assassination plan for Knightley.
So that was also part of his plan. If that's the case, then Brooks' murder was also your...
Objection! Whoa! Don't try to pin that on me. Knightley killed him all on his own. Well, it ended up creating the perfect opportunity for me. It's funny how things work out. How can you say such a thing?
Well, it's supposed to be minus 10 Fahrenheit with inches of snow. Oh, goddamn, cheers. I hope you're not leaving the house under any circumstance. Fair enough.
It was the same for Patricia Rowland. I made it look like there was a connection between Knightley and Dogan.
Well, surely he's still guilty of obstructing justice, isn't he?
By using the correspondence chess match and the chisel in the chessboard.
What? You mean to say that you were the one who prepared that chisel?
That's right. I thought it would bring Dogan to mind. Quite a thoughtful little gift, wouldn't you agree? And that was all it took to get Patricia to murder Knightley. Oh, the feeling that everyone around you is an enemy. I know it all too well. The tiniest spark can set off an explosion of fear, resulting in horrific mutual destruction. All I did was watch the comedy of errors unfold for the audience. And you were my final pawn, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, so Edgeworth is the pawn. So now all the pieces were revealed, right, Mario? A pawn? Me?
When you solved the cases, you brought both Blaze and Patricia to their ruin. And the weapon that delivered the coup de grace was your own logic.
Objection! I didn't solve those cases for your sake.
Oh, I know. You never really cared about saving me. You just wanted to pretend to be a defense attorney, didn't you?
What did you?
All I had to do was go,
No way, no way, no way!
and act all scared. And you totally believed me. You were giving it your all trying to save me.
So even your arrest was just a ploy to make me use my logic. So there really was a chisel on chest. Oh, Sebastian was right. Again, he's not that bad of a prosecutor as we made him out to be. You're absolutely right, Mario. And I'm fine with that now because I like him. So I'm not even salty about that.
To be fair, getting arrested wasn't part of the plan. When people began to suspect that the chisel I sent was the murder weapon, honestly, I broke out in a cold sweat. I thought for sure it would be curtains for me. But then, a turnabout of miraculous proportions. The genius prosecutor himself had come to my rescue. Well, does it feel nice to be thanked by me? The one that you saved? You should be grateful. I gave you this chance to play the ace attorney.
Oh, this is really good. So the fact, it's almost meta, like the fact that he was getting, that the antagonist was getting, well, not antagonist, the fact that the prosecutor was getting into the defense attorney's shoes, that Edgeworth, who is normally the antagonist, in the base trilogy at least, became the protagonist, was an act of evil. That's very meta. Play like a fiddle. And yeah, it's a very smart concept, actually.
You're wrong! He wasn't pretending to be a defense attorney. Mr. Edgeworth is always serious about saving people. Even the times when he saved me in the past.
Okay.
Is that so? Are you sure he's not just trying to emulate his own father? The one he admires so much?
Absolutely not! That's not true at all!
No, okay. The person he's talking about now isn't Miles, but rather Simon himself. Clearly, he is not able to trust others. The desire to save someone other than himself is something he cannot even comprehend.
Say what you want. Make sure you think about it long and hard. Sure, all my targets for revenge got what they deserved in the end. However...
Oh, there we go. Instigating murder.
Think about it. Can any one of my actions really be considered a crime?
But like I said, surely like obstruction of justice, no?
I instigated murder? There's not a single word about that in the letter, is there? If I had said the word kill even once, I guess it could be considered instigation. Well, maybe I did say it, but there's no way for you to prove it.
What are you saying? You kidnapped me!
I'm sorry, but that hasn't been proven yet, has it? The only thing I admitted to was sending the letters.
That's...
Besides, those letters contain no threats or coercions. I simply conveyed information. Information that each recipient would find beneficial.
Oh, you crafty little...
Can't we do something about it? What was it he said? Integrating murder?
Instigating murder is when a person directs someone else to commit murder. The person who directed the murder can be charged as if he committed the crime himself.
So we just have to find proof that he directed those murders.
You make it sound so easy. To be honest, it kind of pisses me off a little. You're all trying to frame an innocent person for murder. Don't you understand? I'm not obligated to waste any more time on this pointless discussion.
Not so fast. The police are waiting for you outside of this tent. You have nowhere to run.
Really now? You think I wouldn't have an escape route prepared?
Wasn't like part of his show when the elephant threw him up and away? Is he gonna reuse that now? Oh, piggy. And chipmunk and cat.
For example, let's say I gave an order so that all the animals here attacked you. Now, what if I were to take my leave during the ensuing chaos?
What'd you say? You can't be serious.
It was just an example. But wouldn't that make for an interesting show? Here's another idea. What if I pulled out a hidden gun and took John hostage? That might be even more exciting. I will never allow you to do such a thing.
I can't tell whether or not Simon is being serious. However, when it comes to him, we should consider anything a possibility.
If you continue to bore me with your drivel, I'll end the show right here. I'd like you to keep that in mind before making any baseless objections.
I cannot make any careless remarks. Isn't there some way I can charge him with his crimes? Okay, so yeah, that's a big chunk of health on the line. That's like 3 times the normal amount. So yeah, we better press everything before really presenting something, I think. Hold it! Who incited others to commit murder, and so they did. If proof of that was established, you would be charged as if you committed the murders. As if you yourself committed the murders.
I know I heard you just a while ago, but what's the technical term again?
It's instigating murder, Kay. Blaze, Patricia Rowland, and Knightley. The crimes are unforgivable, of course. However, the one who pulled the strings from behind the scenes and drove them all to murder was none other than you, Simon Keys.
Mr. Edgeworth, you really do speak your mind freely. But you know...
Instigate murder, there's not a single word. Okay. Hold it! There's not a single word.
Oh, does that surprise you? You'd reach the same conclusion if you examined it.
Maybe in the Braille version, though? Given his composure, I'd say he's not bluffing. Does this mean that every single word in his letters had been carefully calculated?
Well, I guess you could say this is like teaching a monkey to climb a tree. Unless you can somehow prove that I caused those murders, you've got nothing on me.
I think the key here might be his connection with Saran Dogan. That definitely might have been it.
Ergo, you can't accuse me of instigating murder. What a shame, Mr. Edgeworth.
Let's say the word kill even once, it would be considered instigation. Hold it! I know you instigated the murders!
Perhaps I should let you in on this, Mr. Edgeworth. Actually, I was the one who ordered Blaze the Best to kill Jill Crane.
What? You told me yourself!
Objection! But you know, the funny thing is, it means absolutely nothing if you have no proof. I mean, There's no way I'd ever say something like that.
No way, no way, no way.
What is it? Well, Tap, you see, yeah. Well, yeah. DBK already took advantage of that meme.
No.
That's certainly true. It means absolutely nothing if I can't prove it. There was some evidence that could prove what was said over the phone. We have that. I think I found it. I'm gonna keep pressing, but I'm just gonna tell you guys now. Wait, is that the last statement? Yeah, okay, then let's press this, and then I'll tell you guys what I think. Hold it! Maybe you did say it. Did you, or didn't you?
It doesn't really matter whether I did or didn't. That's not what's important. I'm sure you know full well, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no way to prove it. There's no way any proof could exist.
Till I find some sort of proof, my arguments are meaningless. Should I press him to draw out more information and review the evidence? At any rate, I must find some way to break through his defense. He confessed to me over the phone. He told me he had Blaze kill Miss Crane. If only there was some evidence that could prove what he said over the phone. And there is. So I think... Yeah, I think this is it. If I had said the word kill, and we probably have a recording of him saying that. Since we know that we were recorded when, like, there was... There we go. Nicole's tape recorder was going on, and, like, the frequency of the bug or whatever that he put in K's Yadagarasu badge kind of interfered with, I don't know, something about this. Anyway, she somehow managed to record the conversation. So I'm pretty sure this is it. Objection! Mr. Keys, this piece of evidence.
Objection. Mr. Edgeworth, why don't you take that back?
I haven't said anything yet.
You don't have to say anything. After all, the look on your face tells me you're about to make an idiotic bluff.
Shit. Ugh. What's wrong with my face?
He's one tough cookie, but Miles, you'll be okay, right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Shields. I won't give up here.
I thought you'd say that. Uncle Ray believes in you. You're an Edgeworth after all. I'm sure you'll reveal the whole truth for us.
It could be that. I want to make sure about the evidence piece too. Because I might have jumped too fast or something on that. Indeed. I shall expose the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Okay, so I thought it was this. Let me look at the... Did I choose the wrong evidence by mistake, maybe? According to what was intercepted from the bug. No, this is definitely it. So, wrong statement. What could it be? There's not a single word about that in the letter. No, there isn't. Can any of my actions really be considered a crime? I don't think it's the first two. And if it's not this... There's no way for you to prove it. Okay, that's probably it. It's just because of that on the third phrase, he said something about, like, if I only could... If I only had something to that recorded the conversation, so I thought it was there. But yeah, it's probably this one. And if not, I'm in deep shit. So I really hope this is it. Okay, fingers crossed. Right, intercepted from the bug that was planted on K. Here goes nothing. Objection! It is my firm conviction that you instigated the murders. After all, you told me so yourself.
Perhaps I should let you in on this, Mr. Edgeworth. Actually, I was the one who ordered Blaze the Best to kill Jill Crane.
What?
Did I say that? I really don't remember.
You may think you can deceive us as much as you want. But unfortunately for you,
Unfortunately,
you used a bug to eavesdrop on our conversations. But there was someone else who wiretapped that bug of yours and recorded the whole thing.
it was recorded.
In other words, the conversation between you and that clown is recorded on that tape. Lang Z says, a schemer drowns in his own schemes. And this is what he meant.
Miss Swift, I'd like to listen to your tape. Roger. Ah, it's right about here.
Mr. Edgeworth, Judge Courtney's cell phone is ringing.
Who is this? Are you the person who ambushed Kay?
Mr. Edgeworth, I want to listen in on this too.
Very well. Oh, so that was the importance of putting him on speakerphone. This is where it starts.
Well, I must say,
Huh? That's odd. What's wrong? Well, there ain't nothing recorded past this point. What?
Why? Why wasn't it recorded?
Too bad. So sad. Did you really think I'd leave behind any incriminating evidence? The bug I planted has a special feature. It can be turned on and off with a remote control.
What? That sort of thing exists?
Certainly, remote controlled listening devices do exist. However,
Are you saying that you switched off the device so that your own voice would not be recorded?
Precisely! Objection! Impossible! You couldn't have done that unless you knew you were being recorded.
Objection! Is it obvious I knew? I guess you just don't get it. You could call it a hunch. I had a feeling I was being wiretapped. Miss Swift, was it? I figured things out because you knew about the kidnapping.
Don't tell me. You were listening in on that conversation?
That's right. Though come to think of it, I'm surprised you didn't realize it until now. Some genius prosecutor you turned out to be, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh my. And what was the end result of all this? Ah, since you don't have any proof of the investigation charges, it's game over.
Mr. Prosecutor, was my recording no help to you at all? Ain't there something, anything at all in my recording? Miss Swift.
Okay,
Yes?
the bug was planted in your badge, right? Do you have any ideas?
How do you expect me to come up with an answer right off the top of my head?
You were the only one who came into contact with the culprit.
Objection. How unsightly. You're all fussing over useless evidence. Let's move on to the next topic. Next!
What's this? He seems a bit eager to change the topic of conversation. You were the only one who came into contact with the culprit. Well, no, there was surely John too, right? Only Kay came into contact with Simon. If any sound was recorded at the time she was with the culprit... Miss Swift, how long have you been recording? Since 2 nights ago, I reckon. Since 2 nights ago. In that case... when could a conversation with Simon possibly have been recorded? Let's think. Well, a conversation... I guess it could have been 2 nights ago when he kidnapped her. Maybe he talked to her a little bit before he, like, drugged her. Okay, what also happened last night? Let's think about that. Last night... I'm actually not sure the chronology, but I think last night... the president was murdered. Or maybe this morning, when we talked to Simon himself. Shit, I'm not sure. My gut tells me 2 nights ago, but I'm really not that sure. Because 2 nights ago she was kidnapped. But no, the whole idea is that she wasn't the only one who came in contact with him. So maybe it is this morning, actually. During the trial, we were in contact with him too. Weird. Let me try this. I'm going out on a limb here. I'm really, because the whole timeline is just fuzzy in my head. I wish I could see, like, a timeline of what happened in the past 2 days. But I'm just going with my gut on this. Miss Swift, could we listen to this morning's recording? This morning? Sure, that's fine, but...
Didn't you have my badge with you this morning, Mr. Edgeworth? And also, don't forget that you were inside the detention cell.
Oh shit, that's right. That was this morning. See, that's... I'm just fuzzy on the details since, like, the chapters move and we were in that Grand Tower and all that.
So wouldn't your voice be the only one on there?
Oh, I'd forgotten that. Mr. Prosecutor, what? Oh, we did this. At the time when Kay was kidnapped by the culprit, it's possible the bug may have picked up the culprit's voice. In which case, the culprit's conversation should still be left on the tape. Oh! Wait, now I think I get it, maybe. Could have been 2 nights ago, when she was kidnapped, but he talked to someone else when she was around. That could have been it. Let's try it. So I'm gonna try it. 2 nights ago. 2 nights ago. I knew it. I needed to go with my original gut feeling. Simon brought Kay to the roof. If we listen to the recording from that time frame... Miss Swift, please let us listen to the recording from 2 nights ago. Huh? Okie dokie.
This is the sound of a hot air balloon.
That's right. At the time, Simon was carrying Kay in a hot air balloon. Ergo, he was near Kay. Isn't there anything recorded? Yeah, we need more than this, I think. What?
That was...
A gunshot!
He's not happy with this. Huh. Seems you were quick to deactivate the bug. However, you were a little too late. You can't run anymore. That gunshot ties you to the case.
Huh? What are you saying? There's no gun involved in this case, is there?
No. There should be someone connected to the case who could find a gun. Let's strike with the evidence that points to that person. Which piece of evidence connects the gunshot to the case? I think, if I remember right, that we found gunpowder on this guy's right hand. Gunpowder residue was found on his right hand. This is it. This has to be it. He must have, when he came up, he was probably alone. This is after he met with Justine. He stayed on the roof. And then he saw Simon. He recognized him somehow, I guess. Or I don't know, maybe was just freaked out by anything else, and he shot. It has to be this. I'm positive. I'm going for this. Take that! It's written right here in the body double's autopsy report. Gunpowder residue was detected on his right hand. Where was Kay at the time this gunshot was recorded? That's right. She was being carried to the roof of the Grand Tower in your balloon. And as it turns out, there were a few more people on that very same rooftop at the time.
You mean the double and me? Oh, certainly. After we talked for a brief moment, the body double noticed something and had me leave before him.
Now, what if the gunshot rang out after that? We can clearly hear it in the recording. I doubt that you wouldn't have noticed it. Do you intend to feign ignorance until the very end?
That's nothing more than mere conjecture.
Not so fast. What we heard in the recording was not just a gunshot.
A bang and a clang. Oh, cause could it be that he shot the balloon and the basket just like kind of crashed onto the rooftop?
If you listen closely, you can hear the bullet hitting something.
Oh. The body double was aiming at Simon, then the bullet may have struck which piece of evidence? Well, probably the balloon, right? That's why we have it, I'm assuming. I don't think there's anything else we have that Simon was carrying on him at the time. Only K maybe on the badge, but I think it should be the lion balloon. I'm gonna go with this. Take that! The body double likely fired the gun at the balloon. If we assume that the bullet hit something, it would have been the balloon's basket.
Let's examine it immediately.
Oh, nice. Right, it's here. Okay. Well, it was a clank, so it should be some piece of... Oh! I found it! I got it! This who?
It's a bullet hole.
A bullet hole was found in the basket. You won't be able to talk your way out of this one. Line balloon data updated. How do you intend to explain the gunshot and bullet hole?
So, you figured it out. You're good. I guess it's impossible to hide anything from you.
Spit it out already.
Okay. No need to be impatient.
Oh. Okay. 2 nights ago. So what's your excuse?
It happened when I was riding the balloon to the rooftop.
It looks a bit like Bowser, doesn't it? That big lion head with flying in a basket. Reminds me of Bowser.
I saw the body double and you, Miss Courtney, on the roof. Talk about a surprise. Only the double noticed me. He told Miss Courtney to leave ahead of him. He then pointed a gun at me and fired.
Why did he want to shoot down the balloon?
It's simple. The body double had intended to kill Miss Courtney.
Kill me?
That's right. You talked to the double about John, didn't you? Well, it's not like the body double would have met with you otherwise. From his point of view, it was like showing him evidence that he was a fake.
You mean he was afraid of Judge Courtney because she knew about John's past?
Afraid? That's exactly right. That body double was a coward after all. I even remember how his hands were trembling when he fired the gun at my balloon. Are we all clear now? I was only there by chance. Just a friendly witness who was passing by.
So we need to prove that he was carrying Kay somehow. With a bug on her. Okay, well, I didn't spot anything suspicious right away, so let's just press for now. Hold it! Around what time was that?
I think it was around 11 p.m. It should coincide with the time Miss Courtney and company were on the roof, right? Yes, it was indeed around that time.
There doesn't seem to be any contradictions. However, the time frame is important. Around 11. Wasn't the body... Yeah. And he died around 11 p.m. That's how he died! The balloon fell on top of him. That's how he was crushed. Because it's metal, it makes sense. Contusions and bone fractures found across the body, resulting from tremendous pressure. He was on top of that, and all of that just crashed on top of him, and that's how he was crushed. That's it. And it was around 11 p.m., so it all adds up. Okay, we got this. Now we just need to find out how to prove it.
And it was at that moment.
So the body double and you, Miss Courtney, on the roof. Talk about a surprise. Hold it! Are you saying this rooftop rendezvous was beyond your expectations?
There's no way I could have known about that beforehand. Well, once the dust settled, I guess I could guess what would have happened, though. A double had intended to kill Miss Courtney. Hey, did you realize that?
No, I did not realize it.
It's because you were blabbering on and on about that kid.
That's...
What kind of mother are you? If things had gone badly, your kid might have died because of you.
Objection! I'm your opponent, not her. Don't change the conversation. Judge Courtney, I'd like you to please leave this to me.
My apologies, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Oh, Goddess of Law. Please watch over this man and grant him aid.
You're making me laugh. This lady didn't even notice the balloon.
Only the double noticed me. He told Miss Courtney to leave ahead of him. Hold it! Why is that funny, Tapix? Oh, Judge yeah. Half the names in this are puns, Tap. There's lots of those. Pinnacle of character design. Yeah, exactly. And her first name is Justine. Justine Courtney. So yeah, they do a lot of that. He had her leave ahead of him. Didn't you say the body or double had planned to kill her?
Maybe he thought it would be bad if someone saw the scene of the murder. At the time, no one knew that the president was a fake, right? Once he got the info on John, he'd be able to kill both mother and son whenever he wanted. Thank goodness he's dead. Now, you're both safe. You should be happy.
Whatever emotions you have toward that man, please put them aside until it's all over. Simon Keys is facade with a shy monkey tamer. Shy monkeys, Simon Keys. Nice! I never would have realized that, Mario. Thanks for that. Yeah, an arrogant young prosecutor was called the best, and his dad, who was also arrogant, was called the best, and he was pretty much the best. He manipulated like the entire justice system for decades, maybe. Yeah, almost all Ace Attorney names are puns and jokes. Yeah, definitely. It's just sometimes hard to, like, sometimes I just can't figure them out. For now, please continue your story.
As you wish. And so, that cowardly body double must have panicked when an eyewitness suddenly appeared from the skies.
Pointed the gun at me and fired. And that's the last one. So I'm not sure where to or how to prove that the basket fell on him. That's how he murdered him. A mastermind having the name Simon like Simon. Oh, nice one. That's also smart. Hold it! The bullet struck the balloon's basket cleanly.
I panicked and quickly tried to get away so he wouldn't shoot me down, but... Talk about a close call.
You say you tried to get away right then?
That's right. Is there a problem?
Is there a problem with this statement? I'm not sure what it is, but there's always a problem, so... You must have placed K on the rooftop. You couldn't have gotten away before then, correct?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Well, we can already arrest him for kidnapping, so that's already something. Just admit it.
After the body double fired the shot, he entered the hatch to the 51st floor.
Oh, there we go. We know that's false. Okay, so we're not yet at the point where he crushed him, but I'm positive that he crushed him.
I looked around for a bit, and then landed on the roof.
Please add that statement to your testimony.
Sure, I don't mind.
The double fired one shot. He entered the hatch of the 51st floor. We should press this too, just in case. Sometimes there's a chain of new phrases added. So let's do this one too. Hold it! You mean the hatch that leads to the hidden storeroom for the black market auction?
Black market auction, huh? I don't really want to remember, but that was 2 days ago, right?
Indeed. A black market auction was held on the 50th floor of the Grand Tower.
A lot of people must have been coming and going through the storeroom during the incident.
Indeed. If the double truly did enter the storeroom, as Simon said, it's strange that no one noticed him. Exactly, and that's the point we're gonna make. The problem here is when this incident occurred. If we know the precise moment, then a certain piece of evidence may come in handy. Eyewitness testimony from the balloon.
So that means if Simon hadn't come,
Judge Courtney would probably have been in danger. Keys, use the keys to multiple... Oh, nice! Wow, the translators really did a great job with this one. Really impressive.
so wouldn't that mean he saved your life?
The motive behind Mr. Keyes' action was probably not so noble. After all, this man was there to commit a crime just like the fake president. To expose his crimes, I need to listen carefully to his testimony. There must be an opening somewhere. Well, he talked about the time, which correlates to like the time of death of the victim. But I think more importantly than that is that he entered the hatch, and we have for certain specifically that that's not the case. K and Key? Oh, that could be that. I never really did figure out the pun in K's name. She just says K sometimes, but I think that's just a gag, not really. Yeah, that's true. Drops. Anyhow, what was I gonna say? There's a testimony here that I've been waiting to use. The president never pet. Yeah, we haven't used this until now, so. Objection! Once again, you lied.
Lied?
The body double could not have entered the storeroom on the 51st floor 2 nights ago. Miss Hart's testimony proves it.
What? How can you trust that sham journalist's testimony?
What do you say? You can't insult my mentor like that.
2 nights ago, that lady was sticking on the 51st floor.
Yeah, Tap. It's actually great because when we're playing as Phoenix Wright, we really hate that because he's super arrogant and he's really annoying. But when you play as him and you get to be arrogant for the right reasons, it's a lot of fun.
Given that, just how did that body double leave the roof?
Indeed. That is what we must now prove. If he did not use the elevator or the 51st floor to leave the roof, then only one route remains. How did the body double leave the roof without using the elevator or the 51st floor? As we already know, it has to be this. The only way is aerial, like Edgy said himself. Stable slam, poison attorney. Oh yeah, I kind of miss not being at a court, but it is like a nice change of pace to be like outside in a bunch of different areas. Yeah, Tap, you're right, but that's why this is a spin-off. Did you play any of the other Phoenix Wright games? Or Ace Attorney games? Take that! Most arrogant and most corrupt, except maybe Blaze. But it kind of feels like Blaze was a model for Von Karma as well, so. The body double. Flew. Never? Well, you might enjoy them. They're really, really good. Good writing, dude. I highly recommend them.
He.
Flew?
Simon Keys. He rode in your balloon.
Objection! Hey, stop joking around. Why would I have needed to give the body double a lift?
Trilogy's on sale. Well, there you go, Tap. Now's the time. If you have a 3DS, maybe there's a sale on the 3DS too. So check it out. I really highly recommend it. I think you'll really enjoy it. Objection! The elevator had a security camera, and the 51st floor was being watched by Miss Hart. Your balloon was the only way the body double could have left the roof.
Objection! At the circus, we often perform dangerous stunts in order to surprise the audience.
Do I eat ass? Not right now, but I would. Like, I'd be willing to. But at this moment, I'm streaming. I'm not eating ass. How's Apollo Justice? That one I didn't play. I only played the first two in the original trilogy. But Mario played them all, I think, so he'll probably know. Mario, how did you enjoy the Apollo Justice ones? And does Tap have to play like the other games first to understand it?
You think you've got me cornered? Sorry, but the show ends here.
Oh, it's considered the fourth game of the main series. Well, so you can play it, Tap, but you might like miss some stuff or be a bit confused. I'll Apollo Justice, but I would recommend the trilogy first. Well, there you have it, Tap, from the expert himself. What?
Hey you, Lotta, was it? I'd like to ask you something. Are you saying you stood watch on the 51st floor the entire time, without any breaks?
Well, record course. There ain't no mistake in my testimony.
Objection! Really now? But did the sound of Mr. Edgeworth's assistant falling into the storeroom cause you to faint?
How did he know that? Oh, he was there.
I didn't mention it before, but after that I might have dozed off a little. To be more precise, I fainted? Well, something like that.
So, something did happen. Miss Hart, I never determined the sound that made you faint. It was likely the sound of Kay falling into the storeroom floor. Yeah, but that only happened afterwards, right? He just, like, dropped her. And Jill hadn't come out yet, so I don't think...
What's your point? Nobody's perfect.
Look at her, Mr. Edgeworth.
That's the kind of person you're relying on.
Objection! Sorry, I was drinking water. There. Drink the water. Check the VC. What's VC? Or was that to Tapex? Or was that to me, Mario? What's VC? Kay fell into the storeroom after the body double had left the roof. Oh, okay.
Objection.
Oh, so tap. Check the VC. Whatever that is.
In that case,
Oh, Virtual Console on 3DS. Okay.
I have a theory on how things happened. After that cowardly body double fired a shot at me, he went and hid in the shadows until Kay fell into the storeroom.
What?
So what if he was hiding?
Objection!
Good grief. You guys still haven't noticed?
Oh, that reminds me, there wasn't any old bag in this game. That sucks. I was waiting for her to show up. I mean, I hate her, but I also love her. And I love to hate her.
What if the body double stayed until Lotta had fainted? And then he went down to the 51st floor.
That can't be.
Precisely. The locked room mystery on the roof has been unlocked.
Oh, he even said it in my voice.
But wait, there's more. I told the hidden body double about John Marsh. That's why he attacked John the next day during practice, but got himself killed instead. In other words, the one who murdered the body double was none other than John.
Objection! John had no motive to kill the body double.
Objection. He knew he was the real president's son.
And how would he have known that?
Because I told him so. In a letter.
But what did you say?
That is a lie. Yep, it's all a lie. Huh? But then again, maybe not. Maybe I really did tell him. Right, John?
It's true that I caused the Mozilla's head to fall. But I didn't know about my dad until today. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? I wonder about that. I found out about the head falling thanks to the bug. Now, if you were the one who caused it to fall, and the body double was crushed to death, that settles it. You're the culprit. You successfully carried out your revenge. Congratulations. All the pieces of the puzzle are now in place. As Mr. Edgeworth would say, the logic fits. Now then, any rebuttals?
Okay, there we go. I think I know what to do. I think what I thought I should do, I think we can prove that he killed it now. Let's see what he says. The murder of the doubles.
Manipulating humans into fighting each other? Sounds just like me, right? I did the same thing to Knightley and Blaze. At any rate, there's no way the body double could have gone for a ride in my balloon. The double was crushed by the monster's head, right? And who was it that caused the monster's head to fall? Do you understand now? Who the body double's real killer is? The truth that I provided them with gave them a big motive for murder. Get it? Those two tried to kill each other because of the truth you're so fond of.
Impossible!
Hey, you detectives over there. Hurry up and arrest this murderer. What's wrong? Why aren't you moving?
Damn!
I thought so. Just admit it. In the end, aren't you all the same as Blaze on the body double? You ignore the prime suspect and come after me without any evidence. How easily it can be distorted to best suit your needs, this law that you all believe in. Overruled! Overruled? That is by no means true. Objection. If you're not gonna arrest anyone, maybe I should have a talk with the policeman outside. If I tell them that John Marsh is the killer, they'll be forced to take action.
Objection! Simon Keys, your testimony isn't over yet. Animal armrest.
Really? I figured you'd try to stop me, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't have any evidence, do you? Which means there's no chance for you to win, right? But if you still plan to stop me, you should be prepared to take on this much risk.
Oh shit! What? That much?
It's only natural. After all, the fate of the true culprit, John Marsh, is at stake here.
Hey, Miles. Why don't you take a nice deep breath?
Mr. Shields?
At times like this, you should take a breather and think back. Defense attorneys always remain calm in a pinch and smile in the face of danger. The point of contention between your logic and his claims lies in the body double's escape route. How's about, for example, we think of it like this. What's important isn't whether or not the body double got on the balloon, but rather, if we were to assume he did, what circumstances would have allowed for that?
Turn my thinking around.
Well, all I'm doing is a cheap imitation of your old man. Did it help?
Circumstances that would have allowed the body double to get on the balloon. That's right. The body double not only had a large build, but he also had a gun. And in spite of that, no traces of sleeping drugs were found in his system. Which means it can't be.
Mr. Edgeworth, are you ready yet? Hope you haven't forgotten about this.
This is bad. I must break his testimony somehow. Okay. I know I'm 4 minutes past, but I'm so certain of knowing what to do here. I'm positive that we need to prove that he was murdered, that he was crushed by the balloon. That's how he got him into the balloon and took him back down. It's the only possibility, and I'm positive that that's what we need to do now. So we're gonna press it quickly, and then I'm gonna find. I know what to present. I'm positive that's the autopsy report. We just need to find out where. So, hold it. So you manipulated the body double and John to your will. You seem rather persistent about that, aren't you? Hey, Nestor. I was supposed to finish. I'm just doing a couple extra minutes because I really, really want to just get this 1 point. But how are you doing, guy? How's it going? You seem rather persistent about that, aren't you?
Very much so. I'm an animal tamer after all. It isn't the greatest animal in the world, man.
Or pig, chipmunk, cat.
I just tell people the truth in order to help them get revenge. They should all be thanking me.
Really nice. I was going to cinema to see the new Star Wars, but it was full. Oh, you didn't order in advance? Dude, always. Oh, maybe that's like not a big thing over there, because I think that actually I'm not sure where you live. But over here, we always order in advance because we want the best places too. Bought a mouse pad for your mouse. Oh, nice. Well, I hope you enjoy it as much as you could have enjoyed the. Oh, Spain. So yeah, I don't know how it goes there, if you have like marked seatings or not in cinemas. Just parents' things. Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoy the nice mouse pad, and I hope you get another opportunity to go to the movies.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm kind of scared.
Steal yourself, Kay. Why do you sow seeds of revenge as a jest? This is an opponent we must stop at all costs.
The sins of the past are scary. So scary. You'll never see your retribution coming.
Yeah, you gotta be careful online, because there are spoilers aplenty already. So I'm making sure I'm not gonna say anything, but yeah, hope it comes soon. Okay. I kind of want to hurry on this just because I was really tired today and I want to get some more sleep. The same thing tonight being blazed. Hold it! So you still intend to insist that you were not directly involved to the very end?
Right. I never dirty my own hands. I just like to watch. As they hate and kill each other, never realizing that they were all being manipulated all along.
Spectating from afar, just like you did 12 years ago.
You mean the SS5 incident? That's so funny. If I remember correctly, all your father's hard work amounted to nothing. Wouldn't you normally call someone like that incompetent?
You.
Agent Lang, restrain yourself.
Damn it!
We don't know the conclusion your father arrived at. However, we are here now because we chased after his footsteps.
Sorry to interrupt your little moment there, but I don't believe that kind of idealism will solve anything. Besides,
At any rate, there's no way the body double could have gone for a ride in my balloon. Hold it! That's the only double that could have gotten off the tower. The only way the double could have gotten off the tower.
well, let's suppose that was the case. Even if I had carried the body double down. What's the problem with that?
Objection! So you admit it? You admit you did carry the body double?
Objection! Let's not make a fuss over absurd opinions, Mr. Edgeworth. That's just not like you. You think the body double held me at gunpoint and asked me to go on a sightseeing joyride? There's no way that could have happened. And you know that full well, don't you?
Objection! It's possible you negotiated with him by using the information about John as a bribe.
Objection! They shot me, remember? There's just no way we could negotiate.
In that case, what if you used sleeping drugs and transported him while he was knocked out?
Objection!
Then, allow me to ask, have they detected any traces of the sleeping drugs from his body?
It's no good. I can't find any openings.
Mr. Edgeworth, isn't there something more interesting we should talk about?
That was crushed by the monster's head, right? Hold it! Allow me to propose a question. Was the double really crushed beneath the monster's head?
Objection! Haha! For a genius prosecutor, you sure are quick to withdraw your previous statements. Weren't you the one who deduced that he was crushed by the monster's head to begin with?
Objection! Indeed, I certainly came to that conclusion once before. However, that was when we knew of nothing else that was capable of crushing him to death. There we go.
Objection! New? Why the past tense? It's not like there's anything else, you know. The body double was crushed to death by the monster's head. That is an unshakable fact.
Is there nothing else? Some decisive evidence that connects this man to the crushed president?
How unsightly, Mr. Edgeworth. Why don't you stop this useless struggle? Besides, don't you already know who the culprit is? Remember?
Who was it that caused the monster's head to fall? Hold it! Certainly, the one who caused the monster's head to fall was John. However,
Even John himself admits to that.
Well then, doesn't that settle everything? Good job, guys. Case closed. The one who killed the double was John Marsh. And since the police just happened to be here...
objection! No, not yet. There's still room for further investigation.
Don't force yourself. Well then, tell me, what else is there to investigate? And if you can't, I want that kid arrested as soon as possible. You aren't going to overlook a crime, are you? Am I wrong?
Mr. Edgeworth, what'll we do? Is there really no hope left?
Think! Mr. Keyes killed the double. And the murder could only have occurred when the two met face to face. What he had with him at the time must be the real murder weapon.
Darn it! Does he intend to play innocent until the very end?
The body double's cause of death was rather unique. He was crushed under the monster's head.
Then the killer would be John after all. Isn't there anything else that could have crushed the double?
Something else that could have crushed the body double. Okay, so I'm not so sure anymore, which sucks. I thought I had to show the crime scene notes because the time of death was around 11 p.m., which is when Courtney said she was meeting him and when Simon said that he arrived at the scene when they were both meeting. So that should be that, but maybe I should present the lion balloon. Because that's what crushed him. So I'm not sure. Okay, manipulating. I did the same thing to Knife and Blaze. I was really hoping to get some extra statements. At any rate, there's no way a body double could have gone for a ride in the balloon. The double was crushed by the monster's head, right? I'm gonna save here since it'll be game over if I fail, and I don't feel like starting over from the last checkpoint. So I'm gonna save state here, and I think that if I show, I think that this, it doesn't really contradict it, but it's like something that else that could have crushed him. So I don't know. I'm going on a limb here, but I'm gonna try it. Objection! And with that knowledge safely in hand that I was correct and I didn't even need to save state, I'm gonna have to get going, guys. I'm sorry. I really, really wanted. I was absolutely loving this stream. It's all in high gear. Having a great time. All the different characters, all the different voices. I'm really enjoying this. I hope you guys enjoyed it at least as much as I did. But I really gotta get going, like I said. But I promise you guys, tomorrow we are finishing this game. Tomorrow I'm working, but on Friday I don't have any work. I can stream extra long. High octane justice, yeah. or high. What was it? The Sim said once. High voltage justice. So yeah. So tomorrow we're definitely gonna finish this, no doubt. Like no matter how much time it takes, I can go all night if it takes it. But I really want to finish this already. I really want to like wrap this up and get that fucking guy. So thank you everybody for watching. Thank you so much. Thank you for the help and thank you for you know, just being here. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow, same time as today. Adios, cheers. Hope to see you tomorrow. You can check the schedule to see what time is it for you locally. And of course, you can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Steam to get notification when I start the stream so you don't miss it. And you can also follow me on Twitch and YouTube to watch my past podcasts of this and other games. Tomorrow will be awesome, Nestor, awesome. Okay, see you later. Later, Apollo. I love you too, man. Hope to see you tomorrow and just more in general. So yeah, that's it. So tomorrow I'll do that. Don't forget that on Friday I got that very special post Christmas stream that Maury requested. Yes, we're finally gonna have a meet and fuck game streamed. Yeah, I know, but I gotta get going. But on Friday we're finally gonna do that. I'm not gonna stream it on Twitch since it's a banned game on Twitch, so it's just gonna be a one-time special thing on Friday. And that's it. And after that, we'll probably start doing other games that I've been talking about. So very exciting, guys. Again, thank you, everybody. I absolutely had a blast, and I really needed it. So again, thanks. And that's it. So I'm gonna get going now. And take care, everybody. Have a great rest of the week, and I hope to see you guys real soon. So, Marco.